Hi, I'm Grant, and today I'm going to talk about how you can retire early through financial minimalism. So the general idea of how to retire is that you can retire in one of two ways. The first way is to get so filthy rich that you have so much money that you'd never be able to spend it all. The second way is that you saved up enough money so that you can either throw it into the stock market, maybe a retirement account, and you can live off of the return. Whichever one works for you is fine, of course. I'm not against you being rich, but typically, not a whole lot of people are going to be able to make so much money that they don't know what to do with it. And that leaves us with the second option, which is through financial minimalism, save a whole bunch of money over the course of maybe 10 to 20 years and retire. Now with this movement, it is possible for someone who has just worked from 20 to 30 to retire, but in order to do that, you need to save a lot of money. Just how much money do you need to save? Well, there's the f.i.r.e. movement, which is the Financial Independence Retire Early movement, and it basically has people save aggressively, like 50 to 75% of their income aggressively. So in order to do that, they literally spend money on nothing unless it gives them absolute joy and it's a necessity. You want to go out to McDonald's tonight? Nope. You want to go laser tag? Nope. Girlfriend wants to go on a date? No. And then there's the people that super save aggressively, like more than 80% of their income aggressively, and they basically do that by either staying with their parents or already having a paid off place to live. Couldn't be me. Great. Now that I think we can all agree we don't want to live with our parents until we're 40, what do we gotta do in order to retire by 40? Well, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is kinda out of the question for minimum wage. I know that I just did a video not too long ago about how you can retire a millionaire at minimum wage, but if we're going to be saving aggressively, it's really hard to save 50 to 75% of your income when you're making minimum wage, so you're gonna need to work a little bit harder to get a better job. And I know I sound privileged when I say that, but realistically speaking, there are a lot of entry-level jobs out there that pay more than $30,000 or $40,000 a year. So those jobs require little to no experience, and I feel like everyone should be able to get at least past minimum wage at some point in their life. So if you can make $60,000 a year, which is roughly double minimum wage by the time you're mid to late 20s, you should be able to save up enough money to throw it into the stock market, gain 8 to 10% back on your return, and you should be able to retire at a modest $30,000 a year. Now granted, $30,000 a year isn't super enough to retire. I mean, there's inflation kicking in, the cost of living is going to go up as time goes on, so I'd recommend keeping it off and then saving up for another 5 years. That's why it's a 10 to 15 year plan. We're not making a whole lot of money in this situation, so I'm going to go ahead and stretch it out to the 15-year plan. That way you're making a good $45,000 a year, which is more than enough to live on. Great. Now that you know what financial minimalism is, what can I save money on? Brand name clothes. This shirt is Goodfellow, which is Target's brand. I have only Target brand shirts. That's not true. I also have H&M shirts, but you can also buy shirts there for like a couple of dollars. If you need to buy a car, make sure that the car is at least 5 years old because that's at the bottom of its depreciation curve, and don't go out buying a Mercedes because realistically speaking, any one of you could get off on a Prius. I know they're ugly cars, but anyone could buy a Prius, save a whole bunch of money on gas, and they're really not that expensive. Something else you can save money with is on your cable. I'd strongly recommend against paying for cable because the internet exists, and above having a million on-demand services, there's also ways that you can stream cable TV without having to pay a cable bill every month, and those are with those little boxes that you plug in with an HDMI cable connected to Wi-Fi, and you have free TV. This one is easier said than done, but it's really important that if you want to retire early, you need to pay off all your debt. I know I went over this in another video, but credit card debt is generally between 15 and 27% every single year that you have that balance open. So if I had $1,000 on a credit card and I'm getting charged 25% every single year, then I'm getting charged $250 in interest and fairy dust and something that doesn't exist every single year. And that is just the worst thing that can happen to you when you're trying to save money for retirement. On that note, car payments and student loans are on that list. You got to get those things paid off before you start saving up money, because if you saved up money but you're losing more money in interest, then you're not really getting anywhere. So there's really no reason why you should be buying a $5 Starbucks coffee every morning. That really adds up, and over the span of 365 days, that's over $1,500 in coffee. The next thing that I feel like is really easy to stop paying for and start doing yourself is oil changes. See, when I realized that an oil change was nothing more than opening up the drain plug, draining out all the oil, putting it back in, and putting in new oil, that really opened my eyes. The first thing that I did was I went to Home Depot, I built ramps, and now I have ramps that I can ramp up my car under, and now I can just do my oil myself. It's really easy, and frankly, it's a lot less expensive for much better oil and much better filters. So this one's more for the men out there. I'm sorry, it might be a little bit harder to do this if you're a woman, but I completely stopped paying for haircuts. See, I was spending between $20 and $30 almost every single month because I needed to buzz down my hair because it grows really fast. I'm sure you guys are going to see it over the span of this channel that I'm going to keep cutting my hair and it's going to grow back really long. I'm going to keep cutting my hair and it's going to grow back really long. But my hair grows really fast. So I made a one-time payment of $30 for some Amazon clippers, and now I don't pay anything when I need to get my hair cut. Now this next one that I'm going to share with you is going to be more on a case-by-case basis, because there are definitely people that need this, but I don't feel like everyone does. So the next thing that we're going to be saving money on is a cell phone plan. Now according to J.D. Power, the average American cell phone plan for a single user costs $70 a month. Now $70 a month, I don't know if you realize this, but that's an $840 annual charge that doesn't ever stop. Now out of that, you get unlimited 4G, unlimited talk, and unlimited text, which rightfully so, you're paying an arm and a leg. And I feel like the main reason people actually pay these prices is they don't Google search for 5 minutes to see if there's anything better. Boost Mobile offers a plan with unlimited talk, text, and 2 gigabytes of 4G LTE for $15 a month. That is 21% of the cost. Now yes, you don't get unlimited 4G LTE, but how often do you really use that? I mean, really though, you should be able to get Wi-Fi at home. Most work environments provide Wi-Fi for you. There's Wi-Fi in restaurants, there's Wi-Fi at Starbucks, there's Wi-Fi at your local Walmart. Everyone should be able to live on 2 gigabytes of 4G LTE. This is a major way to save money. Now again, that's by a case-by-case basis, but if you absolutely refuse to not have unlimited 4G LTE, then there's the option of cell phone family plans. And with a family plan, my own family plan, we all pay $31.25 a month. Now to be honest with you, not everyone in my family needed a phone, so I actually had to go around and ask some of my friends which one of them were willing to go with me on a family plan. And as a result of that, me, my best friend, my girlfriend, and my dad all share a family plan, and we all pay $31.25 a month for unlimited 4G LTE talk and text. Which is really mind-blowing to me that people are willing to actually pay $70 a month. I mean, I'm not even paying for half of that and I'm getting the same service, but okay. Now overall, I feel like you get the idea, but I do want to stress something about this financial movement. Now overall, I feel like you get the general idea. Don't go vacationing in expensive places. If you're going to go out, try to make it cheap and don't spend money on things you don't need. And in about 10 to 20 years, you should be able to retire. But I do need to state something really important. Don't risk your health for this. Don't buy so little food that you're starving. Don't use so little electricity that your family is freezing. Definitely try to be a problem solver, but do not put your health at risk. Because it's not going to help you to retire in 10 to 20 years if you don't survive that long. Anyway, that's how you can retire and be financially free in your 30s and 40s through financial minimalism. Thank you so much for watching my video. Be sure to hit the like button if you liked the video. Be sure to invest in the subscribe button because it's guaranteed to increase in value over time. And don't forget to get your free stock with Robinhood. Robinhood is an investment app that literally lets you trade in the easiest way possible. It costs $0 to buy stocks, $0 to make options, $0 to buy cryptocurrency, and $0 to put in and take money out of your account. You get a free stock when you use the link down in the description, and you can either go ahead and sell it for an immediate profit, or you can let it grow. And with that, thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you next time.